Sometimes, giving 100% of yourself in a relationship can lead your partner to take for granted that you'll always be there. Whether it's with friends or in a romantic relationship, it's good to let yourself be missed. What does this mean? Providing small doses of absence to people so they understand the value of your presence. That's why I bring you a list of 5 techniques to make yourself missed. If you've made it this far, it's because you're interested in this information, and I can assure you that you should know it. Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. You won't regret it. Number 1. Don't always be the one to text. Keeping someone hooked on you is not an easy task, so I recommend using the variable rewards system. There's nothing more attractive than receiving a message from the person you've been waiting for. That feeling of satisfaction is thanks to the dopamine our brain releases when we receive a reward. But if you're always there to respond to that person, the dopamine will decrease and the excitement will fade. That's why, sometimes, it's better to reply right away, and other times, make them wait a bit. It's like a game of seduction where you're unsure if the other person will reciprocate. Do you want to be someone's object of desire? Don't always be available to that person. Allow yourself to disconnect for a moment and not respond to their messages for a while. Make them wonder where you are and what you're doing. We know that we desire what we perceive as hard to attain, and if you provide variable rewards, like small gestures, moments of attention, a piece of chocolate, or a compliment, the person won't be able to resist falling for you. So now you know. Use the variable reward system offensively or defensively to keep that person intrigued. But keep in mind, you shouldn't be cruel and only do it with text messages. There are many ways to achieve this. You just need to be creative and find what works best for you and that special person. Number 2. Your scent is your greatest power. While efforts have been made to suppress body odor, the truth is that sweat can be a great asset in the realm of emotions and sexuality. Pheromones are chemicals that living beings use to communicate with each other and induce specific behaviors in others of the same species. And in the closeness between a man and a woman, these pheromones are linked to sexual attraction. Therefore, if you want to attract that special person, you should consider using pheromone perfumes that can enhance your natural scent and amplify its effect on the other person. Remember that smell is one of the most powerful senses for creating memories in someone. Brands use specific scents in their products to create a lasting memory, and you should too. Having your own personalized perfume can be a great idea to establish a unique connection with your partner. Additionally, by regularly changing your personal care products, you can maintain their interest and ensure that they are always intrigued by your scent. Number 3. Keep your emotions varied. It's good to take things in stride and not give in to tantrums or strong emotions, which can sometimes be positive and other times negative. Don't let them get out of control. As we've mentioned in a previous video, it's impossible to suppress these emotions, but you can undoubtedly control them to present a more positive image of yourself. Something you should understand: variable emotions can be a powerful tool to maintain passion in your relationship. And the best part is, you don't have to be emotionally unstable to achieve this. The key is to make their heart race, then calm it down, and then speed it up again, like on a roller coaster. And how do we achieve this? By engaging in different activities, such as going hiking, attending a concert, riding amusement park rides, going to fairs, or having a picnic. By varying the emotions each activity generates, we will keep the excitement and passion alive in our relationship. The connection between motivation and emotion is stronger than we think. An emotion can determine the emergence of motivated behavior and direct it towards a specific goal. For example, if an employee cleans their workspace, praising and acknowledging them generates positive emotions, increasing the likelihood of them doing it again in the future. Conversely, if you scold them every time they don't do it, this generates negative emotions and they probably won't do it. The same applies to women. When you get her accustomed to only one type of emotion and your responses or moods are always the same, she will undoubtedly drift away from you. Number 4. Use mystery to your advantage. You know, there's something all people find appealing in a good TV series: the plot. That plot that unfolds slowly, that doesn't reveal all its secrets at once, but keeps you hooked, wanting to know more. It's like when you were a child and your mother promised you a reward after finishing your chores. That expectation, that anticipation, makes the mind work harder, fantasizing and fueling imagination. And the same happens in love, but you know what's most attractive of all? Intrigue, mystery. It's the feeling of not knowing everything about the person you're attracted to that makes your mind feel alive and awake. Of course, it's also true that most people prefer the stability and security of being with someone predictable and familiar. But that doesn't mean we can't use intrigue and mystery to keep our partner's interest. In fact, it's a great way to keep your partner thinking about you constantly. Let your partner be entertained by imagining what you're like, what you enjoy, what makes you happy. And don't reveal everything all at once. Number 5. Leave her wanting more. If you want that person to always be thinking about you, then you must learn to control her emotions and make her crave more of you. How do you do that? Very simple, by leaving a mark in her mind that makes her want more. You might feel tempted to spend as much time as possible with her, but keep in mind that too much time together can be counterproductive. Let that person miss you a little and want to know more about you when you're together. Make every moment memorable. A romantic dinner in a place with breathtaking views, a night of dancing at an exclusive club, an evening walk on the beach. Each of these moments should be unique and special, but don't overdo it. It's better to leave her craving more than to overwhelm her with too many plans together. Be attentive and show interest in her hobbies and pastimes. If she's into art, invite her to an exhibition at the city museum. If she enjoys extreme sports, suggest a weekend in the mountains to do them together. Learn about what she likes and make it happen to make her feel special and cherished. Number 6. Images are powerful. Want to maintain a relationship with someone you're interested in? Send them images of yourself or your surroundings. It may seem incredible, but studies have shown it. The results of 20 studies that examined the brain activity of 309 participants while they viewed intimate photos and images of the person they loved were analyzed. The outcome: it was concluded that the same parts of the brain are stimulated for both feelings, meaning your partner or potential partner will experience similar emotions when viewing your image or images related to you. But that's not all. In addition to stimulating the same brain areas as addiction, the images you send can keep the relationship alive. It's like giving them a microdose to keep the spark ignited. And the best part is that they don't necessarily have to be intimate photos. Even images of your surroundings are perfect. They could be photos of a place you like, your favorite meal, your pet, a book you love, or anything that represents you. So don't hesitate to share a bit more of yourself through images. Send a picture of your stroll in the park, the coffee cup that brings you joy, or your latest mountain adventure. You'll not only be stimulating the brain of the person you're interested in, but you'll also be building a stronger connection with them. Number 7. Space for both is important. Always being available for someone is not the best way to make them miss you. To achieve that, it's important to create some space between the two of you. If you spend all your free time with that person, it might be time to start taking some time for yourself. Try staying in on a Friday night or going out with friends instead of being with that person all the time. At first, the idea of having some time for themselves might appeal to them, but if you do it regularly and unpredictably, they will start to value your presence more and miss you. Remember that sometimes the best way to make someone appreciate your company is to be absent from time to time. There's no better feeling than knowing someone misses you. If that happens, it's because you're doing something right, and if you apply these techniques, you'll have an incredible advantage over the average. If you liked the video, I invite you to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any new videos. Until next time.